Hi, I'm Emma. Today, Noah and I are going to talk about our daily routines. We'll talk about our mornings, what we do during the day, and what we do at night. Maybe our days are a little different. Let's find out. Listen, practice your English, and have fun with us. Let's begin. Good morning, Noah. It's so good to see you. How are you today?
Good morning, Emma. I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm really good. I had a nice morning.
Let me guess. You had coffee.
Of course. I can't start my day without it.
I knew it.
What time did you wake up today?
Around 7. What about you?
I woke up at 6:30.
That's early.
A little. I like having some quiet time before I start my day.
What do you do first?
I usually open the window. Then I make my bed and go to the kitchen.
And then, coffee?
Yes, coffee.
Same here.
Do you wake up easily?
Usually, but not every day.
Me neither. Sometimes I hear my alarm and I don't want to get up.
Especially on Monday?
Exactly. Monday mornings are hard.
I agree. On Monday, my bed feels very comfortable.
I know that feeling.
What do you do after your coffee?
I usually take a shower. Then I get dressed. After that, I have breakfast.
What do you usually eat?
It depends. Sometimes I have eggs, sometimes bread and fruit, and sometimes I just have something small.
I usually eat eggs and toast.
Do you make breakfast every morning?
Almost every morning. It's quick.
That's good. I like breakfast, but I don't like spending a lot of time making it.
Same here.
What time do you start work?
At 8:30.
So, you don't have much time in the morning.
Not really. I need to get ready and leave home.
How do you go to work?
I usually take the bus. It takes about 20 minutes.
That's not too bad.
No, sometimes I walk if the weather is nice.
I like walking too. It's a good way to start the day.
Exactly. What time do you start work?
At 9, so I have a little more time.
What do you do before work?
Sometimes I take a short walk. Sometimes I read. And sometimes I just sit and enjoy my coffee.
That sounds relaxing.
It is. I don't like starting my day too fast.
I think I need to learn that.
You should. Do you check your phone when you wake up?
Yes. Probably too much.
What do you check?
Messages, the weather, sometimes the news.
I check my messages too, but I try not to stay on my phone for too long.
That's a good idea.
Sometimes I open one message and then suddenly I'm looking at something else.
I know exactly what you mean.
Then I look at the clock and think, where did the time go?
That happens to me too. What about lunch? Do you eat at home?
Usually not. I normally eat near work.
Do you go alone?
Sometimes, but I often eat with people from work.
What do you usually have?
Something simple. Rice, chicken, vegetables, or a sandwich.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I don't like heavy food during the day.
Me neither. If I eat too much, I get sleepy.
Same. Then, the afternoon feels very long.
Exactly.
What time do you finish work?
Around 5, sometimes a little later.
And what do you do when you get home?
First, I change my clothes. Then I usually relax for a little while.
Do you cook dinner?
Sometimes, if I'm tired, I make something very simple.
Like pasta?
Yes, pasta is still my best dish.
I remember. You really need to learn something new.
I know. I'm working on it.
Good. I'll check your progress next time.
Deal.
You know, my mornings are usually quiet, but my afternoons are very different.
How different?
Much busier. After lunch, I usually have a lot to do.
What kind of things?
Work, of course, but sometimes I have meetings, I answer messages, and I have small things that I need to finish.
Sounds like a busy afternoon.
It can be. Sometimes I plan my day, but then something unexpected happens.
Yeah, that happens to me too.
You can have a perfect plan, and then one little thing changes everything.
Exactly. What do you do when your day doesn't go as planned?
I try not to worry too much. I just change my plan and keep going.
That's a good habit.
I'm still learning. Sometimes I get stressed.
Me too, especially when I have too many things to do.
What helps you?
I make a list. Then I choose the most important thing and start with that.
That's actually a good idea.
It helps me feel more organized.
I should try that. Do you take breaks during the day?
Yes, I try to. Around 10, I usually get some water and walk around a little.
That's good. I sometimes forget to take breaks.
Really?
Yeah, I get busy, and suddenly 2 hours have passed.
I know that feeling.
Then I look at the clock and think, I need a break.
That's why I set reminders.
You set reminders to take a break?
Yes, it sounds funny, but it works.
Maybe I need one too.
What about exercise? Do you exercise during the week?
I try to. I don't go to the gym every day, but I like walking. Sometimes I do a short workout at home.
How often?
Maybe 3 times a week? It depends on how busy I am.
That's pretty good.
What about you?
I go to the gym a few times a week,
In the morning?
usually after work.
Aren't you tired?
Sometimes, but after I exercise, I usually feel better.
I know what you mean. Even a short walk can change your mood.
Exactly.
What do you usually do after work?
I go home and take a shower. Then I have dinner. After that, I like to relax.
How do you relax?
Sometimes I watch something. Sometimes I listen to music. And sometimes I just sit and do nothing.
Do nothing?
Yeah, it's actually nice.
I agree. Sometimes we don't have to be productive all the time.
Exactly. What about you? What do you do after work?
It depends on the day. Sometimes I cook. Sometimes I go for a walk. And sometimes I meet a friend.
Do you usually go out during the week?
Not too often. I like staying home when I've had a long day.
I understand.
But if a friend calls and asks me to go out, I might change my mind.
So your friends can change your routine.
Definitely. Do you have a routine at night?
Yeah, after dinner, I usually clean the kitchen. Then I prepare for the next day.
What do you prepare?
My clothes, my bag, sometimes my breakfast.
You prepare breakfast the night before?
Sometimes it saves time in the morning.
That's smart. I usually decide what to wear in the morning.
Does that take long?
Sometimes, especially when I can't decide.
I know that problem. What time do you usually go to bed?
Around 11, but I don't always fall asleep right away.
Why not?
Sometimes I think about everything I did that day.
I do that too.
I think about what went well and what I need to do the next day.
Do you use your phone before sleeping?
Sometimes, but I'm trying to use it less.
That's difficult.
Very. I tell myself, just 5 minutes, and then it's 30 minutes later.
That sounds familiar.
Do you have a regular bedtime?
I try to. around 10:30 or 11. But on weekends, I stay up later.
Me too. I don't like having the exact same routine every day
Why?
because sometimes I just want to relax and do something different.
That's a good point. A routine is useful, but it doesn't have to be perfect.
Exactly. I think the important thing is finding a routine that works for you.
I agree. If you could change one thing about your routine, what would you change?
I would probably wake up a little earlier.
Why?
I'd like to have more time in the morning. I don't want to wake up and immediately feel like I'm late.
That's a good reason.
What about you?
I'd spend less time on my phone.
You too?
Unfortunately, yes.
Maybe we both need a new routine.
Maybe we do.
We can start tomorrow.
Deal. But coffee first.
Always coffee. You know, I think our routines say a lot about us.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Some people like having everything planned. Others prefer to be more flexible.
I'm somewhere in the middle. I like having a plan, but I don't follow it perfectly.
Same here. I like knowing what I need to do. But if something changes, I don't want to stress about it.
That's probably healthier.
Maybe. I'm still working on it.
Do you plan your day the night before?
Sometimes, if I have a busy day coming, I like to prepare.
What do you prepare?
My clothes, my bag, the things I need for work. And sometimes, I write a small list.
Does that help?
Yes, when I wake up, I already know what I need to do.
That sounds useful.
It also helps me feel less rushed.
I should try that.
What about weekends? Is your routine different?
Very different. I don't wake up as early.
How late do you sleep?
Maybe 8 or 9.
That's not very late.
For me, it is.
What do you do when you wake up?
I take my time. I make breakfast. I listen to music. Sometimes I go outside for a walk.
That sounds relaxing.
It is. I don't like rushing on weekends. What about you? What does your weekend usually look like?
It depends. Sometimes I stay home and clean.
You clean on your days off?
Yes, someone has to do it.
Fair enough.
But I don't spend the whole weekend cleaning. I also meet friends or go somewhere new.
Do you like trying new places?
I do, especially cafes.
Of course.
You knew that was coming.
I did.
Sometimes I also like having a completely free day.
What do you mean?
A day with no plans. I wake up and decide what I want to do that day.
I like that.
It feels different. During the week, I have many things that I need to do. So on the weekend, I enjoy having more freedom.
I understand. Sometimes having nothing planned is exactly what you need.
Yes, it gives you time to slow down.
Do you think your routine has changed over the years?
Definitely. When I was younger, I stayed up much later.
Me too.
I didn't think much about sleep. I could stay awake until midnight or even later.
And now?
Now, I feel tired if I don't sleep enough.
Same. I used to think sleep was a waste of time.
You don't think that anymore?
Not at all.
What changed?
I realized that when I sleep well, I have more energy the next day.
Exactly. And I can concentrate much better. Do you think people have too much in their daily routines?
Sometimes we work, We use our phones, we answer messages, we watch videos. Then the day is over.
That's true. Sometimes we're busy all day, but we don't feel like we've done much.
Yeah, being busy doesn't always mean being productive.
Exactly. I think that's something I've learned recently.
Me too. Sometimes doing fewer things can actually help.
Yes, you can focus on what really matters.
Do you ever have a day when you don't want to follow your routine?
Of course, especially when I'm tired.
What do you do?
I listen to myself. If I really need to rest, I rest.
That's important.
Yeah, I used to think I had to finish everything before I could relax.
And now?
Now I understand that rest is part of a healthy routine too.
I like that.
What helps you stay motivated?
Having a clear goal.
A goal?
Yeah, if I know why I'm doing something, it's easier to continue.
That's true. For example, if I want to exercise, I think about how I want to feel afterward.
Exactly. You don't always feel motivated before you start. Sometimes you start first and the motivation comes later.
That's a good point. I think that's true with many things.
What is one thing you want to improve in your daily routine?
I want to spend less time on my phone.
Again?
Yes, it's a real problem.
Okay, what's your plan?
I want to put my phone away when I'm working, and I don't want to use it right before bed.
That sounds difficult.
It will be, but I want to try.
I should probably do the same.
Maybe we can keep each other responsible.
Deal. But don't check if I'm online.
I won't. You know, I think a good routine isn't about doing the same thing every day.
What is it about?
For me, it's about having some structure, but also having enough space to enjoy your day.
I like that.
You need time for work, time for yourself, time for other people, and time to do nothing.
That last one is very important.
I knew you'd agree.
Absolutely.
You know, I think weekends are my favorite part of the week.
Because you can sleep late?
Maybe, but also, I can slow down and do things I don't have time for during the week.
Like what?
Reading, walking, meeting friends, or just staying home with a good coffee.
That sounds perfect.
What about you? What do you enjoy most about your weekends?
Having no alarm and having time to do what I want.
I understand. Sometimes the best plan is having no plan.
Exactly.
But I also think a good routine helps us enjoy our free time more.
I agree. When I finish everything I need to do, I can relax without thinking about work.
That's a good feeling.
If you could change one thing about your routine, what would it be?
I'd like to spend less time on my phone.
Again?
Yes, it's a real problem.
Same here.
Maybe we should put our phones away for one evening.
Deal. But what about coffee?
Coffee is allowed.
Good.
I think I've learned something today.
What?
A routine doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to work for you.
I like that.
Some days are busy. Some days are quiet. And that's okay.
Exactly. You can have a plan and still be flexible.
That's probably the best routine of all.
I agree.
Well, I'll see you next time.
See you, Emma. Have a great day.
You too, Noah. Bye.
Bye.